Here farting on the video. little side note, man. It's like it. Hey, but um, the Most High, he raised this place up so that way he can show his power just as much as he did with Egypt, man. Just as much as he's doing with Esau, Edom, he's puffing him up, he's raising him up, so that way when he falls over, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, man. Okay, so so pestilence that can go along with as I was speaking about flies and the frogs and all this other stuff that was happening, things happening onto the cattle and the livestock. All right, the boils that was coming upon people, and then he's saying pestilence, man, which everybody should be aware of pestilence right now. With us living, what's this, a whole year and some change into you know this little deal they got that you can't mention or else the video gonna get taken down by this platform. Anyway, moving forward, let's get down to the hell, which is going to be in the next chapter, verse 10. And like I said, you can go through and read, and I do advise brothers, if hey, get back familiar with this, man, with the Passover coming up, as we do year around and throughout the year. Get back familiar with this if you haven't read it in a while, so that way you can get yourself in that mindset to know how serious things was. Most I wasn't playing around when he would set his mind forth to go and deliver Israel, man. All right, he ain't gonna be playing around when the time comes up again on this go around, man. He ain't no games, ain't no jokes, ain't no I'm just kidding. None of that, man. The Most High's gonna be coming, sending Yahweh Shai back with that pain. All right, with that pain. All right. This is Exodus chapter 10, starting at verse 1. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hearkened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I may show thee, that may show these, that I might shew these my signs before him." Slovakia, that was tough to get through. It says, and that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy sons, and of thy sons' sons. I just need to slow down. What things I have wrought in Egypt, in my signs, in my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know that I am the Lord. And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord power of the Hebrews, How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow I will bring the locusts into thy coast, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth, and they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remained unto you from the hell. Dang, I skipped the hell somewhere. Let's go back over here to Exodus chapter 9. All right. Let's go back to Exodus chapter 9 because I skipped the hell. Let's go to 9 and 13. Let my people go. No, I was in here. I messed up my notes a little bit, man. So Salakia. The cattle getting jacked up. And it was probably down here. Here it is. So it says, this is Salakia. I jumped the gun a little bit. This is before the locust was the hell. This is Exodus chapter 9, verse 22. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch forth thy hand. Yep. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch forth thy hand towards heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod towards heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and fire and rain amongst the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there is none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. All right. So look at, hey, that hail can be representative just as a weather phenomenon in general, man. Hey, there's been some crazy weather phenomenon going on. Hey, the country just got out of this great blizzard. All right, and that's been happening for the last couple of years. The country's been frozen over. Where I'm at here in the Great Northwest, the Seattle area, the Washington State area, on the western Washington side. We don't get a lot of that, man. We get protected by the mountains that's at our back to keep a lot of that cold that comes to the rest of the country, to keep that out, man. And we don't really experience as much as the rest of the country does. But hey, I'll be watching and the country be freezing over, man. You know, that plus diverse storms, hurricanes, earthquakes, just diverse anomalies that the Most High is doing, man. Which Yahushua told us that there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. Matter of fact, today there's an earthquake in New Zealand that put Hawaii on tsunami watch, man. It was an 8.0 over in New Zealand, man. You know, so the most High is making moves. He's making moves, man. Just as much as he was making moves back then. The difference is back then he was dealing with one nation only that had the nation of Israel. Now the whole world got the nation of Israel, and they refuse to let us be recognized as who we are, man. They won't let us serve him openly as all these other countries get to serve whatever God they choose to serve openly, you know? And he's going to keep on building up all that pride so he could smack them down. Let's jump back to where we was at over here. Exodus the 10th chapter. I'm gonna pick it up at verse 4. It says, "Else if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow I will bring the locusts into thy coast, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth, and they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field." One thing we know is the Most High prophesied that there's going to be famines, and he didn't really specify how those famines was going to come. So the Most High may have it where it's a flurry of those farmlands getting so cold that it really brittles the ground, and then sometime next month, the month after that, he brings in a whole nother devastating thing. All right. Hey, the Most High, he can jack this place up however he wants to, and it doesn't have to all take place right now. He can add it on little and little, sprinkle a little on here, sprinkle a little on at a different time, sprinkle a little bit more on, before he decides that that's good and put the cherry on top, man. You see? So hey, the point that I'm trying to make and the message that I'm trying to make is that we're in a similar there's a similarity for what happened unto us in the land of Egypt before we got delivered versus what are and also the similarity towards what's going to happen unto us towards the time that we get delivered in this go around, man. All right, and you should be in the mindset of that, especially with us being in a physical time of this happening unto us, thousands upon thousands of years ago. Um, I guess not thousands of thousands, a couple thousand years ago. Let's put it like that, according to a biblical timeline. All right, let's jump down here to so those locusts tore Egypt up too. Let's jump down here to verse 20. All right, this is Exodus 10, verse 20. It says, "And the Lord hearkened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt." Do you know how heavy darkness got to be that you can feel it? It's like it's an uncomfortable amount of darkness, man. I don't like the dark. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm a man. I'm gonna do my thing, but I'm not too fond of it. You know what I'm saying? So that darkness, it said it was so heavy that it could be felt, man. You ever see something that was just so pitch black? You know what I'm saying? Looking down that sewer line, you know, and it's just so pitch black. Like, man, I'm not going in there. I don't even know what's in there. Looking into a cave or something, it's so pitch black. You don't know what's up in there. You ain't got no type of light source. Hey, man, that darkness. It says darkness that can be felt. Which that reminds me, in Wisdom of Solomon, let's take a detour real quick. Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Let's find out how grievous this darkness actually was, man. Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, verse 3. We'll start at verse 3. Actually, we'll start at verse 1. It says, "For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, what is that? Nurtured souls have erred." Salakia. It says, "For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation," speaking about Egypt, right? They being shut up in their houses and prisoners of darkness, and feared with the bonds of the long nights, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. It says, for while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and trembled with the strange apparitions. For neither might the corner that held them kept them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenance. No power of fire might give them light, neither could bright flames of the stars endure to light that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. Um, Man, hey, doesn't that sound scary as hell? All right, you can keep on reading on that if you want to, but I'm gonna jump back over here to this Exodus. All right, doesn't that sound scary as hell, man? Just being in something that's so frightening, being in something that darkness that can be felt, it being so dark that it doesn't matter how much light you try to make, it doesn't work. You're still in the darkness, man. You know, you just sitting there, not even wanting to move because you scared. That's a scary thing. Yeah, for me, that's probably one of the most scariest plagues that's out there, man. All right, just personally, this is back in Exodus. Man, where were we? Uh, um, no, yeah, we was down here, verse 20. All right, or 21. 22. Well, I'll read 21 again. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand towards heaven, that there might be darkness over all the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Man, you see, so hey, that should be more comforting for you brothers that's doing the right thing, for you brothers that's sincere. That should be more comforting, that even though we're talking about, yeah, the Most High is going to jack this place up, yeah, the Most High is going to cause this to happen, cause that to happen, he's going to mess this place up this way, he's going to mess this place up that way, he's still going to protect his own, man. Just as much as the brothers that was down there in Texas that had to endure all that cold, those brothers is okay, man. Those brothers is okay. Whether they needed to help each other or you know, whatever the case may have been, they are okay. They're still fine. They're still here. There's plenty of people that died during that frozen that frozen tundra Texas event, man. All right, there's plenty of people that died up in there, man. You know, but those brothers, they're okay. The brothers are all right. You see, because the Most High, he protects his own. He protects his own. Okay, so uh uh jumping past this, you'll get to Exodus 11, which starts speaking about those firstborn getting taken out, man. All right, that final plague, though, those firstborn getting taken out. It says, Exodus chapter 11 verse 1, it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, thus saith the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon the throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant which is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor such as be like it anymore. Okay, so we're approaching another time where there's going to be a great cry. There's a day that's appointed, there's such that's never been like it, and such has never been before, man. Where there will be that great cry, but the difference is it's not just the firstborn. that's gonna get taken out this time, man. All right, the scriptures speak about being about this place being destroyed utterly, man. About it being taken out quickly. I'm gonna read something from the book of Isaiah that was pertaining to Israel, but is a great representation about how it will be for this place, man, in that time. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. It says, "Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof." Hey, the Most High is about to do a great work. All right, He's preparing again to do a great work. We're approaching this Passover. During the Passover, this was the type of things that was going on. All right, all the way leading up to us being able to be actually freed, man. All right, the new Passover that's coming up. Hey, guess what? There's going to be plagues that's getting sent out from the Heavenly Father that's going to be devastating all the way up until we're able to be freed. Okay, but the Most High, He already hardened Esau Edom. He hardened Esau Edom harder than Pharaoh's heart was, man. Okay, harder than Pharaoh's heart is how Esau Edom is. So Esau Edom, he has no intentions or plans on letting us go. He'll rather destroy us and himself first before letting us go, man. And that's why the Most High says that the days had to be shortened in the book of Matthew. Also, I believe it's also written in Mark. All right, that the days had to be shortened. Let's read this real quick. Let's grab a couple of scriptures and then we're gonna let it go. Matter of fact, let's just I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab 2 Peter to tell you how this destruction is going to come. I'm gonna grab 2 Peter the 3rd chapter. Let me start at verse 5. I love this chapter. It says, "For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the heavenly Father the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men." All right. So this world right now is preserved for fire, man. All right, and we know that fire is gonna come in the form of nuclear missiles, which at that same time will be when we are able to get delivered. While just as much as Egypt got destroyed and the children of Egypt, or I'm sorry, the children of Israel, slip of the tongue, was delivered, the new Egypt, the spiritual Egypt, is going to have to be destroyed for the children of Israel to be delivered, man. Hey, pretty much that's the point, though. I just wanted to touch up on, that mind. He said the mindset of the Passat. The mindset of the Passat was a heavy mindset, man. Just as much as it's going to be a heavy mindset dealing up towards us being delivered in this go around. So, Lord willing, this was edifying, and Lord willing, the message was received. And until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.